Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. Today is session number 1. We've already had our character creation stream and two sessions of backstory. So if you want to catch those, go find the VODs. They're all over the place now. So, players, are you ready to start off Tides of Death?
So ready.
So excited.
I'm excited.
Incredibly ready.
Excellent.
Playing with some new people. It's going to be great. Yeah, well, hopefully no one's going to die. I think we have to go out of our way to not let you get attacked.
Yeah. 3 HP, 10 AC wizard, yeah.
And by we, I mean PokemonChallenges needs to go out of his way to make sure none of us get attacked apart from him.
How much HP does he have? 13?
I don't know. He's the fighter, so that's enough. I think he's only got 9, actually.
12?
Oh, you've got 12. Okay.
That's
I thought
a
it was
lot.
Sale. I had 12. Yeah, that's so much.
A lot. It's plenty of
it'll be
HP. More than enough for everyone.
More than enough to go around.
I feel like Moot can use his 18 int to protect himself, you know?
Yeah, I'm just going to do what Nick does. Just stay in the back and cast spells. Hopefully, Koibu doesn't target me like he targets him.
Yeah. No, I hope he does. He better.
All right.
If you just never get targeted... Okay, sorry.
No, go ahead. Speak your piece.
If Mooton's wizard never gets targeted by anything, Neal, I'm going to be angry. Okay, that's all.
It's
He doesn't
almost
get one
worth
shot
it
by the
not to
whole
target him just to piss you off, Nick. But
I know.
I can't.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
All right, let us start off our session. You guys have been shipwrecked. We talked about it in the other streams, the other sessions.
I did.
So you guys are all going to be waking up here on this beach. I believe it was determined that Sail is the first one to wake up. Sail, wave your hand so everyone knows who Sail is. That's him. Cool, because your name's not on the overlay. The character name is not on the overlay.
Gotcha.
So, you wake up face first in the sand, water lapping at your heels. You are coming to consciousness. You are dehydrated. You're hungry. You're physically exhausted and beaten. You have no spells memorized. You're kind of a lump on the log. Kind of useless. And as you gaze about, you can see a couple other people scattered along the beach. You will recognize a few of them. One of them is the wizard you were traveling with. One of them is the captain that you were traveling with. And one is the first mate you were traveling with. There are also some other figures on the beach. You will see 4 guardsmen of some kind, armed warriors with like what'd you call it? Like padded vests, shin guards, bracers, shield, and a spear each. It's kind of surrounding the wizard on the beach, and one of them is leaning over him and like picking something up off of him. The others are sort of scattered nearby. Here, I will bring you to a map that you may.
Interesting.
view.
Have they seen me?
Yeah, there's
like,
no way they haven't seen you.
But they know I'm awake, basically.
Maybe not. They're all very focused on the wizard right over here. This
Can I
being the
see
wizard.
what they're trying to
This
pick
being
up
you.
off of him?
Yes. It looks like the wizard has bound in his arms, clutched tightly, a spell book, or a book. You assume it's a spell book. And the one guy that's leaning over him is prying the spell book out of the wizard's hands, which are still like clutching it in a death grip.
I'm gonna like pop myself up and be like, "Hey, you can't take that. That's not yours."
You go to pop yourself up, and it's a little slower than you expected. It's not quite like, ha! It's more of like, oh, everything hurts. Holy shit. Oh, that's not your... Oh, ugh. The shock of the situation is a little bit intense. And the guards will turn to... At least one of them will come on over to you, see what's going on with you. It's around now that... Who's this guy up here? Archie. Archie will awaken as well. You're at the top end of the beach. You can see your captain, John Winters, is kind of nearest to you, and 2 of your random passengers seem to have survived the shipwreck over here.
John Winters was our captain of the ship.
Yeah.
That we were sailing on? Okay.
Yeah.
I am your captain. Let's not forget it.
For now.
Oh, okay.
For now.
Archie, you wake up to this sight, and as you are waking, and as Sale is letting people know that he's awakening, these guards start to move around to cover you all. What are you gonna do, Archie?
I'm assuming I'm still pretty dizzy, still pretty out of it. I think my first instinct is to look if I can see John anywhere, and I can see him like laying there, like right next to me, or like a little bit over, and can look at him, see if he's okay. Probably barf up some algae, and then look at the guy who's standing over me, and because I'm still like pretty out of it, I'll just like kind of look up at him and like try to crawl back maybe a little bit into the water, get some distance between us.
Yeah, you can crawl back towards the water's edge, and he'll walk. He stays within 8 feet of you, not trying to get up in on your space, but staying close enough that if you were to do something weird, you would have plenty of room, or be close enough to act upon it. John, you and Nilrim are the next to wake up. You start to rouse.
Is the spellbook still in my hand?
No, by the time that I think you were awakened because the guard has jerked it out of your hands and tucked it under his shield arm as he like starts to gently poke you with his staff, not in a threatening way, but in like a trying to wake you up way. Same thing with you, John. The guard comes over and starts poking with his stick, which wakes you.
As the guy pokes me and like my eyes flutter open, Archie, get the goat! Wait, look around. Feel at the top of my head. Feel my captain's hat is gone. Look up at the guy. Wait a minute. Oh, thank God we're alive. Archie! And I turn to the side and I see Archie sort of also moving to my left. And I look back to the guard before me. It's like, well, you're just going to stand there. You're going to help us up.
The guards look at you for a little while. And then reach out the butt of the staff so you can grab on and they'll help pull you to your feet. But while that's going on, Nilrim, guard that you're looking at, or has dealing with you, he does the exact opposite. He puts the butt of his staff against your shoulder and sort of pushes it into the ground, keeping you pinned, and says, "Oi, where's your registration?"
I must have lost it in the shipwreck, Nilrim says, thinking quick. But that spellbook in my hand.
I didn't know tattoos washed off in the ocean. It's a interesting situation you've got going on here. I think you'd probably best come with us.
Nilrim will try and force his way up, not like threateningly, but assertive.
Sure,
like
the guard will.
Stand.
Yeah, he'll let you stand. But as he does so, like, he's got these short spears. They're not particularly long. They're maybe only like 4.5 feet or so. Great for close quarters combat. And he'll kind of hold the spear near the point of it so he can hold the point kind of near you in a, I've got you and I'm ready to stab you if you do anything magic-y.
I'll come with you. We'll figure out with the proper authorities. They have my registration. However, that spellbook is worth more than all of your wages for the next 10 years, and it is mine. It is mine to hold. So Nilrim will reach for that.
The guard will turn to keep it away from you.
Okay, that's your job, I
don't
guess.
think so. You've got to be taken over to the cleric. They'll see what's to do with you. And slowly the guards will get you all shuffled and in a line.
What
was the guy called who checked people for their magical abilities again? The
Inquisitor.
Adjudicator? Nilrim being from here, he'll remark, the Inquisitor is not going to be pleased with you turning down one of his men's books. I implore you, one more time.
Pauses at this remark, and we'll make an intelligence check here. Which he passes with flying colors and shakes his head at you and goes, "Every Inquisitor's man is marked on both his hands with the holy symbol of a stare. You, sir, are a wizard, unregistered, and a liar." We'll see what the cleric
see.
has to say. And they will kind of put you in a line and march you down the beach. You guys can...
Wait, hang on, sorry, Neal.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We get marched away, I turn around to look at the sea, hoping to see maybe all of my chests of gold floating in the sea just near off the shore, but instead I find no gold, but I do see my captain's hat floating just, 10, 20 yards into the water.
It's very convenient.
So I say to the guy, I implore you, sir, just allow me to gather my hat before you march us off to wherever you're taking us. And I roll my fucking dung, my pants or whatever, and wade off into the sea to try and get my hat back. I grab it, I sort of shake it to get the salt water out, fucking push my hair back, put the hat back on. Right, okay, and I wade back over to the guy and say, so, where is this? Is this the Dardanelles?
Aye, you have landed on Flotsam Island.
Landed is a very strong word, but I'll take it in this case, I suppose. That's my friend. That's my first mate over there. These two? Well, I don't really know who they are. If you got problems with that wizard, I mean, it's not my problem. You can have him. I was only meant to be bringing him here anyway.
Well, we're going to take all 4 of you to the cleric, see what he has to say about it, whether you're working together or not.
I'll chime in and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry for shouting. I thought you guys were thieves. I had sand in my eyes. My bad. I don't know that wizard."
He doesn't know him. We don't know him. You really need to speak to us?
I think we do.
Norman give him a smirk. What do you mean, guys? We've been traveling for weeks together. Come on, just don't leave me. We're just gonna have a conversation with them.
Right, yeah, of course.
I've never seen this man in my life. I don't know you guys.
We have been traveling for a while together, so I would know your name, right?
You would know my name, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would, let's say Captain Winters. The men just want to have a word. It's no big deal.
Shut up, wizard. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, I know who you are. I don't say this out loud. I know who he is because I remember the one wizard that was on the ship, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I come over to the group, put a hand on Nilram's shoulder and say, I'm just joking with you, buddy. Glad that you're alive.
Give you a nod, even though I know you're bullshitting me.
They will put you in a line and march you down the beach. The weather above you is stormy. Kind of that gently overcast clouds. Wind is at a gentle breeze. The tides or currents are moving sort of up coast from where you are now. And you guys will get marched into a camp of some sort down the beach quite a ways, maybe 2 hours down the hour and a half down the beach. The guards don't have any water with them, but you do cross a narrow creek that exits a lagoon. And some of the water here is a little brackish, probably not great for drinking, but the guards will help you find one of the nearby tributaries that comes from some runoff that is drinkable. Let you guys stop and get some water in you because you've been, out at sea for a while. And then bring you to this encampment. You will march on in. There are maybe 20 visible soldiers or guards around here, half a dozen laborers, a bunch of tents, and you will be brought into what appears to be a mess hall of some kind. Just some open tables set out. There's a cooking station nearby that seems to be abandoned, and the 4 guards will leave you here with 2 of them, with 3 of them, while one of them goes just across the little walkway in between all these tents and starts talking to someone in the next tent over. You can catch this amount of conversation. The guard will hand a spell book to what appears to be a cleric that you can see between the slits of the tent, and explains about how they found the 4 of you washed up near some other detritus from the sea. And that at first no one seemed to know who the wizard was, but then everyone later admitted to traveling with him, and that it was an unmarked, unregistered wizard carrying this spell book. And the guard will put the spell book down on a table. Please. The cleric will ask if you guys are smugglers, pirates, or innocents. And I get a charisma check from everyone in the party right now for how your conversation has affected the guards thus far. 1, 2, 3. One more check here. 4. Oh, these are pretty good. So the guard says, well, with the exception of the wizard, I think most of them are innocents. But that one, I think we might have to keep
I passed
him.
my charisma check, but yeah.
You did pass your charisma check,
Okay,
yes.
just making sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the guard saying this in front of us all?
Yeah, he's like 15 feet away in another tent. He's saying it to the cleric, but you guys can overhear it from your spot in the mess hall.
I take a step forward and interrupt. With all due respect, sirs, I don't know what rules and customs you have here in these lovely islands, but our wizard friend here, as you can tell by our method of arrival, we didn't plan to stop here. It seems unfortunate the man should be condemned to prison or whatever dastardly things you have in store for him just for being the victim of a shipwreck. Surely we can gather our things and be on our way and take ourselves away from these lovely islands
Which
with all of our possessions intact.
Which island were we making our actual way for, Koibu?
You were going to be stopping off at I actually don't think I've named that island yet. At Island which is not this one.
I will I guess before Winters does his quick speech, I will remind him, Mr. John Winters, I don't mean to pull this on you, but I commissioned you to take me to Island and I do think that I am still your humble passenger until that is completed. Just because we shipwrecked and are marooned doesn't mean that you can abandon me. Noble captain like yourself wouldn't do that, correct?
No, that's fine. You can stay, but don't think you're getting out to paying the second half of your fare.
Never.
The cleric looks over the four of you, turns to the guards and said, hold them until afternoon prayers are done, and dismisses the guard back to you. As he leaves, another soldier comes up and seems to set a stick and a piece of paper down on the table, saying, the father didn't find anything after all. And the cleric responds to him, well, it's been at least 2,400 years. I'm sure the sign has eroded by now. It's likely the cache is empty anyways, but orders are orders. May Astaire bless you. Come, follow me to more afternoon prayers, and we shall find guidance together. And 2 of the guards will stay with you in the mess hall while the other 2 guards go off to either find some restraints or maybe go to morning prayer, afternoon prayers or something. And you'll see your spell book is left on the table in the next tent over. And 2 guards will stay with you. And the mess hall that you're in right now is a tent. It opens on one side. All the other corners of the tent and edges of the tent are nailed down or staked in so that the tent won't blow away or anything, and no air will blow in, muss things up. The 2 guards will hang out at the front and just kind of stand next to each other, making small talk, keeping an eye on you while you guys sit in prison.
They're standing at the entrance, so we're kind of in the room.
Yeah, they've pushed you back into the mess hall, and they get every time you like come towards the front. If they see you, they give you a look like you're supposed to stay inside.
No,
you're not tied up. They're not being too aggressive, but you can overhear them talking about, the likelihood that this wizard is going to be going to jail and then have to be shipped to the central islands, and it appears that this wizard's in a bit of trouble.
I shuffle over to Nilarim. And I whisper to him, hey, you're from around here, right? What are they going to do with us?
Well, they're going to take us to the head cleric of Astaire, and we're probably going to be put to death for piracy. Me for being a wizard and being, yeah.
I'm no pirate.
Well,
okay.
Your eye patch says otherwise.
You got a dagger in there or anything? I say, like, looking at your robes.
Nero will feel around. He does have, somehow miraculously, Cassie's dagger still on him.
I think we decided that you just had your spell book, right? That you had to... Didn't we?
Oh, you gave me a dagger, I thought, but if you want, that can be gone.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. You
Okay,
just
cool.
got your
That's
spell
gone.
book. No weapons for the whole party.
Cool.
Except these.
Okay, that shit's gone.
Are there any like unattended weapons or anything? Like it's a mess hall. Did someone leave a spear or anything?
Yeah, you can go over to the little cooking area and you will find 2 large kitchen knives.
All right,
Much a dagger.
I'll kind of quietly indicate towards the crew. It's like I don't know about you guys, but I want to get out of here. I'll say I'll try to like cause a distraction. You guys get the knives, and maybe we'll catch these guys off guard and get out of here. What do you think?
Yeah, the knives are
say your
actually
name once again?
just sitting in reach right now. The guards are at the front of the tent. The mess hall is like well within the tent. You could probably pick these up without the guards noticing, as long as you waited for the right moment when they weren't looking into the tent.
Yeah. My name is Sale. Not that it
Sale.
matters because we just need to get out of here.
All right,
This is
Sale.
a tent. What do I think the odds that I can just like pick up a side of the tent and just like
They're
walk out
staked
is?
down nice and hard so that the wind doesn't blow shit around. You could cut through the tent pretty easily. You could rip up one of the sides, but it would be noticeable. It wouldn't be such a quick
Wouldn't be a
action.
quick thing. Okay.
All right, Sale. You gonna distract them? We grab the item. They grab the knives.
Yeah, I'll pretend to be sick or something, and then while I'm talking to them, you guys can, do what you need to do and get me out of here with you.
Archie, you don't need a knife, right?
I got all I need right here.
Wizard, you need a knife?
Probably not going to be best in this fight. It's only 2 guards. I think you 3 can handle them while I grab the spellbook.
I'll take both to begin with then. So, I wait for Sale to make a move.
What's your move, Sale? How are you going to distract
All
him?
right, so they're like standing outside the tent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like walk out. I'm kind of like groaning and being like, "Hey, man, I don't feel so good." I'm like kind of hunched over and holding my stomach, and I'm like, "I think I swallowed too much seawater."
Oh, that'll do it. A lot of seawater in your belly will make you sick for a while.
And I kind of like stumble out of the tent and fall on the ground to try and make them face away from the entrance. I'm like, "Hey, could you help
Yeah,
me?"
one of them will try and like catch you before you stumble all the way out of the tent. Why don't you give me a strength check to see if you can push past the guard? You get a 34, which is way better than the guard's 22. You stumble and the guard tries to catch you, but you end up pushing him past him, plopping on the ground.
Can I,
They
like-
both turn to you and go, "Oh my god, are you okay?" Turning their backs to the rest of the party.
All right. I quickly grab the knives and like shove them down the sides of my pants.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to quickly like run up to the front of the tent. Hey, is he all right? He still owes me money. And I come up like behind the 2 guards as they're presumably looking over his body. And
You're going to try to cover?
I'm just gonna try and just kill him, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Holy
like the new
shit.
covering mechanic. I didn't know.
Oh, no, I think I'm gonna just backstab him.
All right, well,
Um,
you can come
I mean,
up to
I'm-
one of these guards.
Well, I've got 2 knives and I'm ambidextrous.
Mm-hmm.
So can I not
You can
backstab
make-
both one with each knife?
You can backstab. Oh, you mean both different guards at the same time?
Yeah.
You get double backstab in 1 round?
I mean,
You're
it
not
wouldn't
normally
usually happen
permitted
like this.
double backstab in the same round, but you are going after 2 different targets. But I think to
Yeah.
do double backstab, you'd have to make the attack simultaneously. So I'm going to require some sort of like penalty to hit for the awkwardness of trying to land 2 attacks on different targets at the same time.
What are we
or-
talking here?
Like -2 or -1?
-2, yeah. Or you can try and just stab 1 guard at no penalties at all.
What are they wearing?
They're wearing sort of like a padded armor vest, which doesn't really cover the arms or the legs very well because it's hot here on these islands. If you wear full armor, you're just gonna like die from heat exhaustion or collapse or whatever. So just vests of padded armor with shin guards, bracers, and a leather pleated skirt and shields. So their
do you
AC
think,
from
12
the
AC?
guard's armor is 2. Yeah. And so
So from
from
behind should be 0?
mean, I would say
backstabbing
it's
from behind
surprised.
undetected is +4 to hit. So
Okay.
+4 to hit against AC
Alright.
12.
And I'm taking a -2, so it's +2, right?
Right. Then you're
I'm
gonna do
going
them
for it
both at
now.
the same time.
I'm doing them both at the same time and doing these guys.
Fucking madman, you. All right.
Archie's got my back, it's okay.
Well,
right.
before, so the two guards are like outside the tent somewhere, right? You're running up to the two guards while Sail's like pitched out in front of them. Where are the other two of you just before we get going? And I know there's not like a map for this area since you're not going to be here long enough.
Nilrim is planning on, as soon as he deals with the guards, going into his spell book.
Okay. So you're
he's
just kind of like
getting ready
hanging
to
out
run.
in the mess hall somewhere.
Yeah.
And Archie,
I
you're just
think- I
also
think-
hanging out nearby.
I think Archie would stay pretty close to John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well
All right.
done.
Okay. Guy on the left, then the guy on the right, yeah?
Sure, this is the one on the left.
22.
Is a hit natural 19. 22 clears by 4 or 5, so it is a critical hit. And
Hang on. That clears by more than 5, surely. No?
yeah, but we're just using the regular
Yeah,
critical
so the
rules.
crits, yeah.
Just a single crit. Yeah, they're only single
So
crits
it's
now.
3d3? 3d4?
Yeah, this is like a 9-inch kitchen knife. I think it's a D4 weapon.
Okay.
Your crit adds an extra damage die, and your backstab adds an extra damage die, so 3d4.
10 damage.
10 damage. You stab him in the back. This guy actually has a ton of HP. He rolled really
Oh
fucking
my
well.
god.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, he's alive. He's alive.
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah. And
Holy
the other
shit.
person?
23.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go.
Nicholas.
Yes. This is
Same
the game,
roll.
Neal.
This is it.
This is the one. Okay, only
All right.
8 for him.
That one goes down instantly.
Nice.
Yeah. So one
How
guard
did they
pitches
roll
out.
the mountain as a guard?
One guy pitches down
Dumb
dead.
dude.
The other guy stumbles forward, dagger in the back of the neck, and it is time for our first round of initiative, our first round of combat. So, everyone, tell me what you're doing.
What is movement? +3?
Yeah, if you're just running, you would roll initiative at +3. If you're doing anything else, it'll be based on your actions. So this is our first round of initiative. Let's find out what everyone is doing. Nick is rolling for initiative with main gouch. All right, you're gonna make dagger
Well, no,
attacks.
With dagger.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
That's fine. Nilrim, you are running into the next tent over.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my spell book and whatever else I see.
And what about you, Archie?
What do I have to roll?
Well, it depends on what you're doing.
Okay, I think I would notice that the one guy that John stabbed didn't go down, and I would run towards him to make sure I get to attack him before he gets to respond.
Excellent. So you're going to roll a d10 +2 because your... Are punches speed 2? Let me see what speed unarmed attacks are. I think they are... Actually, I think they're the speed of the person doing them, so they're speed 3. So a d10 +3 for a punch. Right. You will roll in at 7. And what about you, Sail? You are face first on the ground. You can hear the slumping of one body next to you and another body going down on a knee with a "Ugh!"
I'm probably gonna roll to the side towards the guy who fell down to see if I can grab his weapon.
Excellent. And so you're gonna try and take his weapon and do some shit?
Probably just take his weapon and see what's going on. And just be ready for the next
Okay.
sort of thing I need to do.
Yeah, so roll me a d10 +6 then. 6 is the spear speed. That will get you a spear, and then you can make your decision from there. Wow.
Nice. Low is better in this scenario.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, low is good.
Yeah,
Low is
yeah,
good.
finished
Low
it,
is good.
yeah.
And the guard will roll initiative with their spear and roll terribly.
This guy's in big trouble.
All right, John Winters, you're up first. Backstabs have gone off. One guard dead or bleeding to death, the other one alive.
Am I assuming that he has turned around by now?
No, you won
not?
initiative, so he's still...
Still backstabbing.
You cannot make a backstab attack because he's aware of you, but you can get the
No, but
+2
it's
for
still-
back attack.
Yeah.
And actually, he's dropped down to his knees, so it's another +1 on top of that, which is gonna be enough. Do you have
So-
+3 to damage?
No, it's to hit.
Oh, that's to hit. Okay, sorry. My
It's
misunderstanding.
2 attacks, right? 2 daggers.
Yeah. One
So
hit.
the first one hits, second one misses, yeah. Is that a crit? No, it's not, right?
No.
So just 2 damage.
2 damage to the guard.
Yeah, he's still alive. God damn.
Still alive, yeah. Nilrim,
I'm gonna hold my action to move until he's dealt with.
Okay. Archie. You have rolled over.
Yes.
Not Archie.
I rolled
Sail
over.
rolls over. Sorry.
Sorry.
Archie, you are next to the captain. Yes.
Yeah. So I rolled to attack, right? So I'm gonna just punch the guard, right?
Yep. So on your character sheet, that's the one. 8 is a miss. The guard manages to roll to the side and avoid your first blow. However, you can make 2 attacks.
I can make another one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'll punch him again.
Oh no.
I let
Wait,
everyone-
wait. Oh god, no.
No.
Sail, you've got to kill him, Sail.
Sail.
Quick, before he calls for his friends.
You can roll to the side, Sail, and grab the short spear of the dead guard without any problems. The living guard is now like on the ground, rolling away from the captain and from Archie. What are you gonna do, Sail?
With spear in my hand, I'm gonna like quickly try to step over him and deliver a coup de grace, like
All
try
right.
to finish him on the ground.
He is on the ground, so it is +4 to hit. Roll me a d20 +4.
You didn't even need to roll high.
Ooh, he
+1
brings
because
the
he's on the ground?
no +4 because he's on
He
the
already
ground.
gave him
Yeah.
Yeah. He brings his wicker shield between your spear point and him, catches it, deflects it to the side, and starts to shout, "Help! Help!" And he will spend his turn being in a defensive position. Nilrum, you were holding your action until this combat
Yeah,
resolved.
if I see that they're all like surrounding him, which it sounds like they have, and
Yeah, he's
I'm
pretty
gonna
surrounded
run
right
past and
now.
grab my shit then.
Yeah, you make it across the little walkway into the next room over, and you can see that what is sitting on this table isn't just your spell book. There's also this ancient piece of parchment resting here with writing on it in the common tongue, as well as what you would clearly recognize as a magic wand sitting on the table.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it all, Koibu.
Okay. You don't have any bags, so you can just grab them and shove it under your arm. Fold or
Spellbook
stick that
under the
piece of paper
arm,
in the book.
Paper in the robe, or in in the spellbook under the arm, wand in hand.
Okay. And then what? It takes a moment to grab that stuff.
I'm gonna try to cast the wand on the guy.
Fireball. Game over.
How bad could it be?
This is a terrible idea.
All right.
You know what? My
raise the
18
wand,
inch-
you flick your wrist, and nothing happens.
Okay, good. Okay. I'm like, all right, nothing happens. Okay, let's. I'll regroup with the party and say, I got the stuff. Let's get out of here before the other guards come.
All right.
I-
And next round initiative. Our guard is just taking defensive actions, so you guys can roll to see who acts first. John Winters with
Let's roll a
9
10, right?
initiative. D10 plus whatever speed associated with your action. If you're making attacks, same as before.
Nice.
God damn it.
Good.
Wait, no,
That
that's
sounds
good.
good.
That's
good.
real
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
You've rolled some low dice so far, though, yeah.
Yeah.
A 1, a 2, and a 3 on your first 3 rolls.
What speed is the spear? Sorry.
6.
6.
Gotcha.
Nice. You go at 6. Guardian doesn't go. Nilrum, you're just running, right?
I'm gonna wait for the party and then we're gonna get out of here. Yeah.
Okay. Archie, you are up first.
So I kind of still plan on taking out this guard because I don't like that he's still alive, and I'm also Archie's feeling a little bit bad that he missed his punches, so he's a little bit motivated here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of advantage associated to kicking someone versus punching someone if they're on the ground?
Kicking does D6 damage instead of D4. But other than that, I don't think so. We can sort of.
Okay, but my punch
Yeah.
my punches do way more damage anyway, right?
Your punches do slightly. No, your kicks do ever so slightly more damage, like a half point more damage. but your punches are at a better roll to hit because you are used to fisting things.
Makes sense. Okay, so I'll punch him.
12 is not going to do
+4, you
it.
hit.
Shield
Wait, he's
is
got
in
a
the way.
+4, right?
Oh, right.
'Cause
A
he's on the
4 for
ground?
being because the guard is prone. Okay, but that means he'll get his full AC. That's still going to hit. Yep.
Yeah.
You will score a hit. Roll me some damage with your punch. The
That
damn
is,
button, please.
Wait, sorry. Yeah, my bad.
There you go. 4 damage will do it. You'll crack the guard across the face, and he will fall unconscious. Now, normally, for most characters, trying to punch someone who has a weapon would provoke an attack of opportunity. But you are a brawling specialist, a martial arts specialist, so you can avoid the attack of opportunity from this and just crack him across the face. The guard goes limp in the dirt and the sand. And the party...
I quickly. He's just punched this guy out, so I'm gonna cut his throat, make sure he's dead, and I want to loot both of them for coins.
Neither of them have a coin purse on them.
Mr. Winters, Captain, I think we better be leaving now.
All right. Yes, my wizard friend. Let's go, Archie. Come on, let's go.
Let's get out of here.
I quickly check. Is there any like the helmets or anything I could grab? Could I grab their shields like real quick?
Yes, you can grab shields, you can grab short spears.
They have a dagger on them?
They have... Let me open their character sheets. Nope, they just have their shield, their armor, and their short spears and their clothes. No other supplies of any kind. No daggers, no sidearms.
Yeah. All right, I'll grab a shield as well. And is there any like, is there like a bag of grain or anything near the mess hall or anything I could grab food-wise?
There's a bag of potatoes, uncooked potatoes.
I will haul that bag of potatoes onto my back.
Oh, a sack
smart.
of potatoes is quite heavy. But let's see, what is your strength here? Oh yeah, you can carry a 30-pound bag of potatoes without being encumbered. No problem.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to add bag of potatoes to your character sheet. There you go. And the party takes off. Same direction you came from? Or you want to go into the unknown through the middle of camp?
No, we don't want to go into the camp. I think we want to leave the camp as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
But you
whatever
don't know
the
what's in there.
quickest-
There could be more treasure.
Yeah, I don't know if we're in treasure.
We're not in
hunting
treasure
mode right
looking
now.
now.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. You guys bust out of the camp and head back that same direction you came. As you do so, you can hear the shouts and cries coming from camp as that first guard crying for help seems to have alerted someone who is now shouting like, "There's been a murder!" And you guys can book it up the beach.
You murders, you dumb fuck.
Can only book it
I
so
say
far though,
my
because you are
breath.
still pretty tired. You did get a chance to like rest on your walk over here-ish, and you got some water, and you got to hang out in that campsite for a little while. So you're a little bit more refreshed than when you first showed up.
I'm gonna try and read the parchment as we're running.
Yes. You can
think-
see...
Okay.
Go ahead, Nick. I got to open some documents.
Well, I was going to. I think we need to have a conversation once we take a stop to rest. But if he's reading the parchment while we're running, then I suppose you can answer that before.
Yeah. The parchment is delicate. So when you open up the book and like go to read the parchment, like parts of it on the side are cracking and like falling to
I'll-
pieces.
Close it and I'll wait until
Okay.
we're in a suitable location for it.
Yeah.
So,
So you-
after we've, I mean, can we run into the? Are we running into like trees, like woodland, or?
Yeah, let's
are we
run
just-
like the
let's talk
forest, it
about
looks like.
the terrain here. This island is sort of jungly, at least in this section. The coasts are very sandy. The inland is quite overgrown. You can't really see more than 100 feet through the jungle in any particular way. For all you know, 100 feet from you could be a mountain, could be a new ocean, could be a bottomless pit, could be a house. You wouldn't be able to tell.
Hydra. Yeah, so I don't think we go too far then. I mean, far enough to get away from the shouts of the camp and enough into the trees so that we're maybe more than 100 feet from the entrance of the jungle so that they wouldn't be able to see us
Yeah.
if they were on the outside of it. But I think pretty quickly come to a stop and like take stock of the situation that we're in here. So I think John will stop running to catch his breath and like turn around, to Archie and say, Archie, how the fuck did this happen? We'd made it. This was it. Oh my, can't believe it. Gods be
Neal-
damned with this fucking storm. I bet it was that wizard. Did you do this? Did you summon that storm?
No. Now, quiet down. I'm reading. There's an interesting piece of parchment in there. I'll read it out to them, I guess.
I will link it to you, and then you can read it to whoever you want, or keep it for yourself, or however you want to handle it.
You know, this is my captain. He's got my best interest in mind.
True.
Then just read this normally. Two-player
Yeah,
MrMouton.
What are you reading there, wizard? What is that? Where'd you get that?
I don't have it yet. Hold on.
It is it's in Roll20. It is entitled Mysterious Note.
Oh, I see it now. My dearest Leomund, it is with a heavy heart I must write my final farewell. My time is coming soon to an end, and the time to tidy my affairs has arrived. After so many long years as you, as my assistant, it is only proper that the old laboratory and all that within goes to you. Please use the space to train your apprentices as I've trained you. May you enjoy the sound of the night market blowing in on the wind for many more years. Should the need ever arise, a cache of revealing scrolls has been buried at the mountain seen from the main entrance. I have marked the stone with my hidden sigil beneath an overhang. Bring detection. Let my last lesson to you be yet another from the tales of the prudent wizard. The prudent wizard always creates a backup key to power and hides them for safekeeping. Common words can be forgotten. Keys can be lost. Spellbooks can be stolen. A prudent wizard would also hide a copy of the reveal spell. Should they die with their book and be unable to pass it on to their successor, my time nears its end, and there are many such letters to write. You already know everything else I would say, so all I shall say is farewell. Arc Ferris.
I'm gonna lean over to John and I'll be like, there is no way he can read that fast. He's making all this up on the fly. I don't trust him.
These wizards tend to be smart, but maybe you're right. Can I take a look at that? What?
Can you even read?
What? Yes, of course I can read. I'm a captain. Hand me that. I think twice about grabbing it, seeing how it's like.
I
flaking
will-
apart in his hands.
Yeah, it's
very
super
fragile.
flaky and everything. I'll show it to you in my book.
Okay.
I'll like show it like that.
Can I
Heavy
also
heart.
make an attempt to read, even though I can't read?
If you are
Just
illiterate,
like look over your shoulder.
yeah,
You
roll
can
me
stand over my
roll me a 20 on a D10, and you can read the book.
Okay, you can't read. Got it.
Yeah.
I glance over it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Archie, it's what he said. Hand it back to him. Or, like, let you take it back
Yeah.
into the book. But, before you get any ideas, what? Sorry. I can't keep calling you wizard. What did you say your name was? I forget. There was a lot of passengers.
A lot of passengers on the ship. None as spectacular as I am, though. It is the mighty Nilrem, dimensional wizard at your service.
Good to make your acquaintance once again. It seems the gods saw fit to have me survive with you, so there must be a reason for it. And I offer a hand, shake your hand.
I'll shake your hand as well.
This is my first mate, Archie.
I'll
And,
shake his hand. I'll go to shake his hand.
Archie
This
will
is
just
sail.
Archie will just cross his arms and nod.
I like
I'll
pop
have my
a
hand out
potato
there,
out
and
of
I'll
the
go
bag.
like, okay, and then I'll put my hand out to sail.
I like pop a potato out of the bag and like do like a sweeping motion, like it's a hat with like sail at your service, and then hand him a potato.
Okay, I guess you guys aren't big on handshakes.
well, now that we're all good friends, what the hell are we gonna do?
It is at this point
Well-
that you can hear the crashing of people searching the jungle. You can't see them yet because you're positioned in a nicely hidden spot, but you can hear the people moving through the jungle, breaking past branches, stabbing at hidden spots, scouring it for the escapees.
How many people does it sound like?
Oh, there's no
lot.
way to tell. More than 5. Somewhere between 5 and 1,000.
Okay.
Well, it is my recommendation, Captain, he says with a hint of disdain or sarcasm.
I ignore it.
That we head on over to the mountain. It seems like I can use this wizard spell and get us in at least somewhere safe. Maybe some magical items will be waiting there for us. Who knows?
Do you have Do you understand all the stuff in the note?
Yeah.
Okay, I look to the
No
mountain.
room the
Neal, is it-
18-8 wizard would be able to pick apart that note
He'll work it out.
so quickly. Yeah.
I look to the mountain, Neal. Is the mountain away from the people chasing us?
Let's see. From your position on the island, you can see a mountain in the direction of the camp. That it's on like the other side of the camp. Like the camp is at the base of the mountain.
Are we able to go around?
Well, one side is ocean, the other side is jungle. You might be able to circle through the jungle to get to the area.
Any
Well,
of you been here? Well, we haven't got much choice, I suppose.
The jungle's
Walk
better than
carefully.
them.
I've never
Jungle's
been here
dangerous.
before. The jungle's dangerous, but so are those people chasing us. I don't know you guys, but I gotta trust my life to you.
Oh,
the
the
best
best if we
we've
get
got here.
lost, we've got some potatoes.
Well, listen, I thought we're criminals on the run and we need food, okay?
No, I'm serious. It was good thinking.
No
Nothing
room
like
play around with
uncooked
his
potatoes.
wand. What does this blasted thing do? Can I do? It's gonna be like a stretch, I guess, but maybe like an arcanology check to see if I've.
Give me an arcanology check. That will.
You want spellcraft or arcanology?
I want arcanology.
Okay, this is my good stat.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That is a natural
That
one
is a
on your
natural
arcanology
one.
check.
Yeah, I got no idea what this shit does.
It's a fucking wand. You're still
Good.
foggy from all the events that have happened. You're
Might
not
be a
at
stick.
peak performance. Yeah. All right.
Could I maybe whisper the name of my god very quietly so no one can hear it? See if I could get advice from him on like maybe what the wand is or what we should
Yeah.
do?
Totally. Yeah. You call upon your patron, your god. You know that using their name will call them to pay attention to whatever is happening in the moment. But there is no reply. There is no voice. There is no communication. You are on your own.
Got it.
All right, let's go.
The sounds of crashing
We're going through the
gets
jungle.
closer.
We should move quickly.
Yeah,
Racing points. Let's go.
You
Let's
leave
get
the
out of
beach, go through the jungle, make it another like 60 feet or so until you can start to see through the jungle on the other side of this like narrow, what appears to be like 160 foot wide section of jungle maybe, is a huge lagoon that stretches for like at least half a mile across and runs maybe 15 miles up and down the shore. From this point, you can kind of get a better idea of the area that you're in. Apparently, you are in a strip of jungle between the beach and this massive lagoon. Beyond the lagoon is more jungle, another mountain, different mountain than the one that you saw before. Up the beach on the like lagoon side, if you were to go up, it stretches for maybe, beyond the horizon, essentially. And then down the island to the direction of the camp where the lagoon is, there's some jungle, and then the lagoon kind of actually ends at the base of the mountain. So if I'm going to give you guys a quick little doodle on roll 20. just
So
to
we
try
could
and
we
make a
could
little
go
sense of that.
around the lagoon, but we'd have to go on the beach.
So there's like some coastline over here, and then there's this like big ass lagoon over here. There's a mountain. This weird thing with the lines coming off of it is definitely a mountain, totally. And there's like another mountain over here as well. Yeah. And then the stuff coming up in green. Oh, we should show people this. Yeah, great doodles. Actually, you know what? We're gonna stop this. Mouton, I was gonna slow roll you on this one, but I think it's just more practical to not slow you at this point. Behind the piece of paper that you picked up was also a map of the island.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to make you, since you didn't like look through, since you've just been looking in the book, I was gonna see how
Yeah.
long it took you to find it, but this makes more sense.
Yeah, Nilrim would. Yeah, you're right. True.
Oh, okay.
And we know that we're probably at the top side. is my
Bottom
guess.
side. The mountain that
Oh,
you
the
guys were
bottom side.
looking at is the bottom mountain.
I remember there's a mountain to the top as well.
Yeah, there appears to be a mountain at the bottom, a mountain on the side near the town, and a mountain near the top.
Got it.
I'm unsure about which side of this we're on, though. We're on the Flotsam Island side, right?
Yeah, I
As
think we're in
opposed to the
bottom.
Port Ferris side.
Based
what I
on
figured.
yeah. There's no lagoon on the other side, or at least none that
Okay,
would
so-
match this description.
Wait, is that not the lagoon in the middle of the map? The big.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lagoon is in the middle of the map.
So we're on the top side.
You're on
Well,
the top left
flat-
side. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And the camp is where?
The camp is
Is that the
near the
north
base
tip?
of the mountains on the bottom left, kind of at the bottom of the lagoon.
All right. Well, can we not just keep walking through this strip of jungle and along the edge of the lagoon?
You can absolutely, and you'll go maybe for 2 minutes, and then you hear the
Well-
crashing of the guards coming up from the camp. It appears they've stretched out through this section of jungle and are marching up with at least probably 1 or 2 people that can see through the lagoon, probably 1 or 2 people that can see along the coastline, and then some number of people in the actual jungle with weapons, stabbing and looking and searching.
Captain, are we sure that are we sure that this is the correct mountain? It seems like if it was, they would have already deciphered this note and already had all the stores. Maybe it is the mountain to the. I'll point.
You read it, and it talks about magic and preparations. They probably don't have all the things they need.
Well, it seems like
I
it's-
heard one of the guards mention something about a rune fading when we were back in camp. So I think did you say the note had a rune on it or something?
talks about a hidden sigil beneath an overhang.
This is all well and
Maybe-
good, but our primary objective right now is to escape, not to do some archaeology or excavations or whatever the hell this is.
Well,
So-
then let's turn around.
I'm a bit
Unless you wanna
confused
fight.
now. Are the guards coming from all directions?
No. The guards are coming up from the south side of the map, from the camp, up that strip of land.
Where is is the camp Port Ferris, or is the camp
No,
this?
the camp is next to the mountain on the south left.
The camp's just
Yeah.
at the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
don't
are they
see it on
not coming on? Are they not walking through the strip of jungle on our side
gonna-
of the lagoon?
Yes, that's what I'm saying they're doing.
Yeah, so I'm saying, can we not just keep going in the opposite direction?
Yes, you can go in the opposite
like an arrow.
direction. Totally.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I think I must have
Yeah.
misunderstood. So here is maybe a better way of mapping it. You guys are like here. There's
Yeah.
a camp right here.
Yeah, and I'm saying we keep going this way.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go
yes,
this
yes,
way.
yes. Sorry, I thought you wanted to go this way, Nick, and I was like, you can,
No.
but it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Here we go. So, up the coastline, the party will go. And as you move away from the guards who are taking their time to search the area so they actually find you, you can make some distance pretty quickly. And we're going to take a quick moment before our first break to check in with some of our characters here and see what's going on. So, MrMouton, Nilram, how did you feel about being, I don't know, captured and threatened with registration and being hauled off to Central Islands?
Nilram was scared for his life. He didn't show it because he was trying to keep a cool head, but he would rather die than be someone else's servant, captured, their slave. So yeah, Nilram was incredibly fearful.
Let's go over to Sail. You have sort of like your own personal side quest that you've been assigned in your prequel session. Who were those people? Who was that camp full of? Do you know? Do you have an idea?
I have no idea. However, I heard a reference to a cleric, and so I assumed that it would be something to do with a stair.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is Astaire
I
your
feel
friend?
no, not even slightly, which is why I was more than happy to cut the distraction and kill those guards. But I actually don't know because I'm relatively new in these here parts with regards to disrupting a stair. There could have been any deity here. This is like a God knows anywhere island. I do feel a bit silly because I was like told to look after these like 3 guys by my dark passenger, and I forgot to properly introduce myself. I just like, I know these guys. This is fine.
I think there'll be plenty of time to get to know them going forward. Captain John, it appears that people are sort of following your orders already, and that. Do you feel comfortable with this situation? I can't hear a word you're saying, but.
Sorry. Yeah, well, it's nice that they're listening to my orders. I mean, that helps. Don't have to assert my authority, but I'm not happy at all. I'm extremely annoyed that the rest of the crew, at least they're all dead now, let the ship sink. It wasn't my fault, at least, of course. Someone must have fucked up. The ship sunk. All my gold is now sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Some of that was Nilrum's gold that he paid
How
me
much gold
fairly.
was it?
A lot. I mean, how much did you pay? Probably to go to the Dardanelles or Solent, right? What, 20 gold, 30 gold per passenger, something like that?
Yeah.
It's probably a lot of gold.
Yeah.
So my easy future's gone up in smoke. At least Archie's still here. My best friend, my first mate. That's keeping me going. But, John is a man of chaos and adventure and action, so he runs with the punches. He sees how it goes, We're in a bit of a situation. We'll get out of it.
And tell me, why did you kill those guards, especially the one that was already knocked unconscious, rather than just, incapacitating them?
So he couldn't talk, I guess. Not that really necessarily helps me, but I think maybe I was just annoyed at being. Well, actually, no. I was annoyed that he survived me backstabbing him, and then stabbing him again. It's like this guy's like, Goliath or something. Like he's invincible. So he had it coming.
And Archie, you managed to beat one of these people to unconsciousness, and then your captain just comes along and murders him. Is that cool with you? Are you comfortable with this amount of bloodshed?
My captain thinks that that's what's necessary, then I don't have a problem with it.
What about these random fools that you picked up? What do you think of them so far?
The cleric guy seems okay. I kind of liked his thinking of picking up the potatoes. I think he's got some goodwill with me for that. The wizard guy, I think I'm generally distrustful. Distrustful of magic users, and like his literacy kind of intimidates me. So he's just not the kind of person that I'm used to being around. So I'm like naturally pretty distrustful. But I also see that John, if not trusts him, at least sees some sort of value in keeping him around. So, I feel okay with him being in the party.
It'll take some time to warm up to him, it sounds like.
For sure.
Okay. Well, while our party heads up the coast in search of answers and an escape from whoever these authority figures are, we will take our first break. And when we come back on the other side of our break, we will adventure a little bit more today. So, see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.